So last night the deer showed up and then it ended up poking its head through the holes of the trellis and it knocked the trellis down. And I've already set it back up, but it tore a little hole right there where its head was. But most importantly, it didn't get any tomatoes. So the fence worked. Got a little visitor in the garden. An animal chewed up one of my butternut squash, so I made this little protector thing out of bird netting and some pieces of coat hanger. It seems to do the job where it detracts enough that the animal won't chew on it. So I noticed on this one red Russian kale plant, I've got, I think they're called aphids, and it's a pretty bad infestation, and it only seems to be on this one plant. So I'm gonna mix up some of this neem oil extract. I mix 1.5 teaspoons in this spray bottle. Neem oil is an oil from a tree, and it's organic, safe stuff for the garden. So I've got it filled up, mixed with water, and I just spray all under the plant leaves. I noticed there was a little bit of infestation on the plants next to it, so I sprayed those also. And this plant was so badly infested, it might have been a better idea just to remove the plant entirely. But for the sake of this video, I'm gonna see if I can get rid of the bugs with that neem oil spray. Okay, it's a few days later, and it seems most of the bugs are dead. But now what I'm gonna do is remove all the leaves that don't look good and just leave a few young shoots. Okay, I removed a bunch of the badly infested leaves because I wouldn't want to eat that stuff anyway. But now I'm gonna do a second coat of the neem oil. I also had a problem with deer eating my Roma tomatoes right here. So I put this tomato cage, and it seems to have detracted the deer. I guess it just scares them or whatever. Makes it awkward for them to walk up to the garden bed. Harvesting the first grapes. So I remove the grapes from the stems, and then I pour them into a blender. Then I pour it into a strainer to separate the solids from the grape juice. And then I remove the strainer. And this is the grape juice. It's so delicious. I find this is the easiest way to eat a whole bunch of grapes all at the same time. And the juice is kind of thick, so it's more like a grape smoothie. I've noticed a couple times a month something has been opening the door to my greenhouse. So I set up my little trail camera to try to capture the critter. Just harvested a whole bunch of green beans. Adding to the freezer stash. Here's the collards and kale. Cucumbers are fizzling out. And here's that red Russian kale plant that had the bugs on it. It's all healed up. It's slowly starting to regrow. Fresh, new, healthy growth. Here are those tomato clones. These are the sun sugar clones. And I'm getting ready to do a major pepper harvest. Whole bunches of red ripe peppers. And so far so good with the butternut squash. This protector has worked so far.